When you have number one beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at that. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will have first crack at this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC...
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in is this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Jones. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Frost. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Line gets set. First down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Doyle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety?
Touchdown, Hokies! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. First play of the drive, lost a throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking downfield, it's Frost. It's complete on the right side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's Doyle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubting. Quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride, and that's why he gets the touchdown.
That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Offense working from the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The Wolfpack will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Clark wants to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Touchdown, Hokie! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job. A huge play, special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Middle Tennessee. We promise to keep you
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Clark to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it along the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points.
Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
Hauls it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. From the gun. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Hokies. A great catch and run for 6. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, man, that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
To the air, it's Frost. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacks on the extra point.
49, NC State 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. And the returner is stopped. Back to throw, it's Frost. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him.
Unleashes one deep. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Hokies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What could go wrong did in the first first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
And what a nice job by the punt returner. First thing he does, secures the catch, and you could tell they set up the return. He reads his blocks really well, turns on the afterburners all the way to the end zone. Special teams coming up with the huge play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Hicks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Catch in the middle. It's Ingram. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pick.
There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
NC State, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Makes the grab on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised. Now,
and the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He spent his whole career in the backfield. Now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Frost. Got his man down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the move, it's Reed. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. With the catch, it's Reed. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Frost. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game is taking care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Hokies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for space. It's Reed. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. How about this group taking the lunch pail, going to work, clocking in, and shutting down this offense?
And Virginia Tech fans love to hear that because that's how they built this brand. It's been on physical, tough defense, and this defense has lived up to the reputation.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Got it in the middle. It's Ingram.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To throw, it's Frost. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Love to to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield, it's Frost. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Good enough.
To the air on 1st down. He's got an open man. Lowers those pads. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to...
Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
And he takes this from inside the 5. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
There he goes. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Here's the give off the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ingram. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Frost. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down mark.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws into the middle of the field. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Bringing the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Doyle. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wide open downfield. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to throw. It's Frost. He makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.